What's up, everybody? This is Daryl Bonilla with Chelei. We are with 808 Viral, and here we are with the cast and crew of the movie premiering this Friday, Aloha Surf Hotel. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Woo-hoo. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Stefan, am I allowed to ask you a question too?
Yeah.
Okay, shoes. So tell us a little bit about Aloha Surf Hotel. What is this movie about? The plot, just a little background info.
Yeah, so it's a family comedy, and it's basically about a washed-up surfer, ex-surf pro, who is forced to take a job at a beachfront hotel teaching obnoxious tourists how to surf. But then it becomes a sort of an ensemble story about all the characters that work at the hotel, come to the hotel as tourists. So all these beautiful faces you see on screen are the characters at the hotel. Branscombe plays the owner. Mo works there. Mo, Sean Garnett, works there. Alex Farnham plays the yoga instructor. Kealani plays the daughter of Augie T. Tiana Tully plays sort of the hotel manager, and she's really the only sane person in the film. So the washed up surfer, the surfer character is played by Augie T.
For this place.
Doggy, you call a cop. Already called him. Hey, no guidance over here. Only choppers. No guidance. No guidance.
For Mr. Branscombe, first of all,
yes.
I think I've been on a Branscombe marathon. I saw Finding Ohana. I recently watched Kuleana Maui. Tell us a little bit about this project and what brought you into Aloha Surf Hotel.
I love that you're dropping that.
Aloha Surf Hotel was a movie of love and dedication because we got to film on the beautiful island of Maui. Right here behind me is the Kihei Charter School. And along the way, we were able to also teach people about the film industry. So vocationally, they had an opportunity to go ahead and see how things are done. And in a place like Maui, maybe the opportunities aren't plentiful, but we were bringing it around. And I'm really proud of this film. And Augie was a funny guy. And it is a comedy. So there you have it. It's not easy, but we do it and we love it. And my hat's off to this cast. My hat's off to Stefan Schaefer and all the people who help make cinema, telling a little slice of life of people who live in these islands.
Sean, tell us a little bit about how you came to this project, Sean.
Augie said, "Hey, do you want to be in the movie?" And I was like, "Okay," because I worked with him in the radio and all that. So he's like, "Okay, we're gonna go shoot on Maui." So I'm like, "Yeah, let's go." So I was like, "Cool beans." Met a lot of cool people. Cast and crew. So very thankful to be a part of it.
Okay, so I get one question for Alex. So you play a yoga instructor. Tell us a little bit about your character and bringing your comedy experience into a comedy movie. How was that like?
I tried to hang out with a bunch of yoga instructors before we started filming, collect what I could from them, but I'm not that flexible, so I just tried my best. Be funny, I guess, but it was Stefan did a great job writing it, and so
he may or may not be in the room.
Branscombe isn't muted.
Wait, what is Uncle doing? Is he like dropping this on people?
He's scouting another movie right now.
Oh, I thought he was making a drug deal or something. Oh.
Yeah. Could be that too. Anything to make a movie.
That's Finding Ohana Kala coming in. Yeah, gotta make that.
Oh yeah.
You gotta finance movies. You
You, Daryl, like I just watched on Paradise.
Oh,
I just watched it with my friends like less than a month ago. And to be able to like show people the lifestyle and just to share and make art, like I'm just, it's beyond words, I love it. And I love working with everybody, the cast and crew, and hope to work with you, one day. And
you also joining us, Tiana, and tell us a little bit about your character and what was it like being in this cast with a lot of characters and a chance to play. Were you guys able to kind of play a little bit, like improv or anything like that with some of your scenes?
So my character was Kyla. She was an aspiring pro surfer. And not spoiling too much, Augie, the washed up surfer, ends up coaching her. Like it was a lot of fun, and it made us feel like family ourselves. And I think that was what made it so special, was that we felt comfortable to be able to play, but then also comfortable to be able to connect. So I think having that kind of environment to be able to connect in that way and like to be truthful about it was so special.
And how's your surfing pre-filming, and how's your surfing post-filming?
Well, I was shredding, didn't you see? I did like some of the paddling and stuff, but we had a really amazing stunt double. I can't take any credit for that at all.
Okay, so I also get one question for you, Tana. First of all, hi sis, how you been?
Hello.
Economai, if I get the wrong movie, I know you in plenty media projects, but I think I saw one post. Yeah, you was dancing hula. Was it for this movie? You was dancing small kind.
Oh
hula?
yeah,
there
that was
a small performance. So okay, if you guys didn't already know, Tayana is a hula dancer in real life. Okay, and a Tahitian dancer, very beautiful. So tell us a little bit about how you can bring your experience of Polynesian dancing and how you were able to transfer that onto the movie screen.
That was fun. Was that written in the script, Stefan? Or did you add in the hula because I danced hula?
Well, I mean, the idea at this sort of rundown family owned hotel, they have luau's, and it's sort of like any person on deck's got to do something. So Alex's character comes out and he tries to do a performance and get pushed off stage. Ranscombe does some Tahitian and fire knife dancing. Augie ends up eating fire and burning himself. A lot of that actually was improv. And Sean sings a song that was not scripted, which to me is one of the funniest scenes in the movie. I mean, it's hilarious.
It was pretty fun. It was pretty funny. Me and Augie were just like, hey, dude, we should do this part or whatever. Talk about, how, these tourists over here stole the land and put it in your life story. Or I don't know, but it was pretty hilarious.
It came from the heart, it seemed like.
It did. And I almost cried.
Yeah.
For the Tahitian part, Branscombe was like, I'm just going to drum something. And it was just kind of like, just roll with it and wing it. And I think that was a really exciting part of it too.
Also in the cast, we have Kealani Warner. Welcome. Thanks again for joining us as well. And I believe you play the daughter of the washed up former surf pro. Is that correct?
Yes.
How was that to be the on-screen daughter of Mr. Augie Toba?
Oh man, that was like one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. He's a funny guy. Like, yeah, he's funny on camera and on stage and on the radio, but he's a funny guy in person, like for real. Like, it's not an act. That's just him. At a young age, I feel very special around older people when I act. Not old people, just older. I'm not calling you guys old, I promise. I'm saying older people. I just feel special and I feel very grateful because I get to learn. Maui is where I live. It is my home. It was very special to me. It was sentimental. And some of the emotional scenes that I had with Augie were very genuine. He does a really good job at switching on and off from funny to emotional. It's very special.
And then for you, Stefan, I know we talked earlier, like you were part of the cast previously with Kuliana, aka Maui, and you got to work with some of these cast members in both films. So can you tell us a little about the casting process and what you were looking for specifically when putting this ensemble piece together?
Yeah, I mean, so for this film, I'd actually pitched this as a TV series, and we got some funding from Big Island, and we actually shot a TV pilot. But I cast in the surfer role, I cast this guy out of LA, and it was clear that, like, I just didn't believe it. Once we edited it, he's a great actor, but I didn't believe it. And so when we had the opportunity to kind of reimagine it as a feature film, I'd worked with Augie on Get a Job and Kuleana. I produced those two films, and I was impressed by how he's obviously funny, like Keilani said, but he can play the emotional beats. And I thought for this film, he would be good for that lead role. I thought he could carry a movie as sort of the central character. And then Keilani was in that movie. I met Alex through the Big Island experience of pitching, and I follow him and think he's hilarious. Someone I know who's involved with 5-0 and Magnum recommended Tiana, and she blew me away. And Sean, I just knew as a funny guy from radio, and sure enough, he just came and delivered. So, and Branscombe I'd worked with too. So I mean, basically, it's 100% people from the islands in this movie, with the exception of two people we brought out from LA who played tourists, Daniela Monet and her husband, who played her real husband in the movie. As you were saying in the leadoff, there are just so many talented people here and so many stories to tell. And this is a story just came to me. I surf at Ho'okipa with my kids, and there are a lot of colorful characters in that surf world. We hadn't seen that story. We hadn't seen a kind of the washed up surf pro, and we hadn't seen the world of this hotel. And
let us know, or let the people know where they can go to watch the movie. It's going to be online or in theaters. It releases this Friday.
We opened last weekend on Big Island and at the Waikoloa Luxury Cinemas there, and we did really well. So they're holding us over for another week or two. And we open on Oahu this Friday, the 5th, at Consolidated Ward and Pearl Ridge. And then back here on Maui at the Ka'ahumanu at the mall here. We're actually going to open middle of the month on Kauai, also at the historic Waimea Theater. So it'll be on the streaming, it'll be available probably in 2-3 months.
And I guess before we wrap this up, I just want to get a chance for everybody to kind of, when people go out and watch this film, what are you hoping they walk away from this movie feeling?
I think the more stories told from Hawaii, the better. And I think it's great that we're able to have a voice to kind of put light on some of the issues that we have, but also to kind of be able to spread the aloha, because I think that's what makes us so special and so unique. And I think the more media and films and television and stuff that we have showcasing our stories from Hawaii, the more aloha will spread.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what we need right now, is like, we gotta get back to having a good time, laughing and enjoying, the things that are around us, including our island. So definitely people go out and check it out, support Aloha Surf Hotel when it comes into theaters or streaming services near you. Definitely want to thank the cast for coming out, taking time out of your day to join us. Best of luck. And hey, like I said, props to all you guys. Sounds like you guys had a great time, and we can't wait to watch Aloha Surf Hotel.
When you're down in a surf competition, did you just paddle in or throw in the towel?
No, I never owned a towel.